Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Formula Costco. It is race 12 of 14. We are here in COTA, and you see a different look for qualifying so far. As what's just happened? Oh, it's one-shot qualifying here for the sprint race that we have around COTA tonight. And here's your look at the leaderboard as we go through sector number 1. I am, of course, Normie with you again after missing last week. Sorry about that. Potato, who is with me, did a great job. Potato, welcome to tonight's stream. Yes, he could. Cole could walk out of this with a championship clinched, but this is one of Slurp's best tracks, if not his best track, so we'll have to see how it goes. This is actually interesting, seeing this view for qualifying. You can see the live leaderboard, and right now we have Bama and Joey battling at the top, with Slurp, Cole, and Banjo running out the top 5. And we're going to the last couple of turns now to see who's on pole for the sprint. Bama takes it in the second to last corner. Can he hold on to it for one more turn? And looks like he will. Bama wins pole for the sprint race with a 131.535. Just ahead of Slurp by about a couple of tenths, and then Joey in third. So with the sprint race, going to see some fast-paced action, and Bama, who's still looking for his first win since his return, is on pole for the sprint. Slurp, Joey, Cole, Banjo, your top 5. Cheesy, DeMeo, Logan, Josh, Skyler, your top 10. Aaron, JB, who had a bad lap, Snowy, and then Castron, who did not qualify. So your championship hopefuls are starting second, fourth, and 7th for the sprint. Yes. Oh, and it's a rainy sprint race. Oh, boy. Yeah. So, looking at the standings, Cole, with his win last week, moves ahead of Slurp by 24 points. And, well, he jinxed him. Yep. Cole holds a 24-point lead going into the sprint, but Slurp is on the front row. Cole is right behind him, but it's Bama who is on pole position as we go lights out. 10 laps on intermediates around COTA. Bama gets a decent start on the outside. He's going to be able to clear Slurp going into turn 1, but no, Slurp dives back to the inside. Cole coming through. They make contact. Cole and Bama hit each other, and they're still side by side for the lead. Bama's able to take it away. Cole jumps 1 on the start as whoever started 4th had a very bad start. Let's see who it was. It was Joey. Joey falls 2 spots on the opening run as Slurp and Cole, the title contenders, together behind Bama, who is drifting his way through sector number 2. We've documented so many times how good Slurp and Cole are in the wet conditions compared to the rest of the field, and here we go. Slurp is going for the lead into this tight left-hander, and off the corner they're still going to be side by side. Slurp has the edge, going to use the battery, trying to get clear, but Bama's going to pull back alongside him. Cole watching on, where does he go? Slurp does clear Bama for the lead. Now Cole's going to try to run down the inside to take second place away, and he will do just that. So Slurp and Cole have gone from 2nd and 4th to 1st and 2nd here in just the first lap. And DeMeo with a great start. We talked about him being a long shot, but he is just up there with the top 3s. Now he goes after Bama for P3. Not able to make it happen that time. Other guys with great starts. JB up 4, Castron up 4. Slurp takes the fastest lap on lap number 1. And Cole has been talking about for a while how scared he is of Slurp at this track. If he's able to knock a sprint win off of him, it would be huge for his title hopes to try to hold on to that lead. Right. So, talking about the gaps again, Cole is 24 points ahead of Slurp and 41 ahead of DeMeo with 3 races to go. Constructors-wise, McLaren is pulling away. Red Bull's still in it with a shot, but just with the inconsistent attendance from their drivers is kind of let McLaren pull away. Oh, and there's first time in they talked about him wheeling his car, and he was doing it a little bit too much on that lap. My goodness. He's going to take it away from Cheesy, who is going to come back at him now. JB did not get the qualifying lap that he wanted, but has moved himself up into the top 7. Now Cheesy dives back down the inside. Up front, Slurp leads by 7 cents of a second. Remember, no DRS in wet conditions, so this is just pure pace. Bama still holding on to 3rd, DeMeo 4th, Joey 5th, Banjo 6th. Top 6 are all remotely close to each other. They all would be within DRS if it was active, but of course it is not. Castron struggling. Yep. Yep. Yeah, and these straightaways are very crucial. Not as crucial with no DRS, but still obviously a huge factor. Yep, Banjo closing up to Joey. They have a 4-second gap over JB. You see how much Banjo was just drifting into the corner. Wet conditions are so fun to watch. You just see these guys absolutely wheeling these things. Hanging out, just hope it sticks, as Castron is coming into the pits now. Not sure what good changing tires would do here in just a 10-lap race, but Castron is going to get a new front wing and some fresh intermediates, as Slurp is flexing his muscle now, pulling 1.8 seconds ahead of Cole. And Cole in danger of losing P2 now, which would obviously affect his championship point standing. Slurp is able to nick 2 points off of him here, and then potentially 7 or 8 points in the race. We would see the gap go into the mid-teens as Bam, a huge dive to the inside. He's going to be there as he shortcuts the corner. I don't think he meant to do that, but nonetheless, he sent it in there, and Cole clears him once again. But if these two get to battling, then you have 3 guys behind him ready to pounce. As Cole's seeming to struggle a little bit as he just locked up going into the corner right there. Bama all over the McLaren for second place. Slurp trying to become the first ever 3-time Formula Costco champion. And there's a time penalty for Castron as well. Yep. And bam, another run at Cole. He's going to send it down the inside again. Trying to make this move stick, and Cole gives him absolutely no room to work with and gets the major advantage on the run off the corner. And now DeMeo is going to pressure Bama for this position. DeMeo with ERS going to look to the inside for third here. DeMeo, remember, needs every point he can get if he wants to stay alive in the title fight. He and Bama go wheel to wheel. Still going to be wheel to wheel, but DeMeo ends up taking the position. Now, can he go after Cole here as Slurp is gone with coming to 4 laps to go? 2-second lead for the Ferrari driver. This is a big 4 laps for Cole and DeMeo. Banjo did get by Joey and kind of distanced himself from the Williams. No real battles to speak of at the back of the field. Cheesy would be in position to get the final point here in the sprint. Four laps to go, and the battle is for second. There you see the gap to Slurp. 2.1 seconds. And then you see the whole line of cars behind Cole in second, who he's trying to pull away from. As Castron passes Snowy for 13th place. And, oh, big dive from Banjo. He thought about it. Bama going to go try to get back around DeMeo now for third, but he's tried that dive bomb 3 times now, and has not worked any of the times. As now we're going to use all his ERS to try to get the run back on DeMeo again. Does he look for another dive bomb? He does not. And that allowed Cole to pull away as DeMeo had to give Bama room into that left-hander which costed him a lot of straightaway speed. Joey caught back up to this battle. Coming to 3 laps to go here in the sprint. Rain's still falling at a decent pace, so it doesn't look like we're going to get to a spot to change to dry tires at all. Oh yeah, good point there. Yeah, that would be some extra money for whoever's able to win that battle. And then Bama not too far back. 12 points back of Joey. If he gets to 5th, he would earn some prize money. As DeMeo really gaining on Cole. Now, Cole had a pretty rough Sector 2. DeMeo is down to 0.4 of a second behind him and has a full battery. Cole trying to use his to push away. DeMeo with about a 30% advantage as the gap to Slurp is now over 3 seconds. As we go into Sector 3. DeMeo drifting it through every single corner, but still able to gain. And there's another time penalty, this time for Aaron, who's in 10th, so it won't really affect him that much, as DeMeo got super sideways there out of the carousel, and that costed him a couple of tenths. And Aaron and Logan battling for 9th. Logan going by Aaron for that spot. Would have gotten it anyway with the time penalty. Logan trying to stay as close as he can to Cheesy in case Cheesy gets a 3-second penalty, which would not be a surprise. And there was another one for Castron. Back on board with DeMeo. And DeMeo struggled there, and Bama with a huge run is going to clear him for 3rd. That was very easy for the RB. Didn't even look like DeMeo got up in there that badly, but just clipped the grass the tiniest bit, and that was all Bama needed. So now Bama will have another shot at Cole, as look at that entry he got there. Gained 2 tenths through that corner alone. As we're seeing Cole struggling still. Can he hold off these guys behind him for 2nd place here with just over 1 lap to go? Oh my goodness, look at Bama drift through the penultimate corner. White flag on the sprint as Bama takes fast lap. We have a caution in Sector 2 for Snowy, who is going once again. Slurp, it looks like he's going to cruise to the victory here, barring a major mistake, as he has a 3.5-second lead. And Cole trying to hold off Bama and DeMeo for P2. And Bama's absolutely sending it. Look how much ground he gains through the S's right there. He never even lifted. He is going for it. Another time penalty for Castron. Bama senses that he has the pace to get this move done, and he wants 2nd place. Can he do it? No dive bomb this time. Cole has the slight battery advantage. DeMeo has a big battery advantage on both of these guys. Gonna use all of it down this long straightaway. DeMeo going after Bama to the outside. He goes for third. Bama holds him off on the inside. One sector to go in the COTA sprint race. And Cole looks like he's going to be able to hold on for P2. Barring a mistake in the last three corners. Bama drifting once again. Out of the last corner, though, it's going to be the Ferrari of Slurp 74, best track, and he's showing why. Slurp wins the sprint race by 4.5 seconds over Cole, who holds on to second. Bama third, DeMeo fourth, Banjo comes home top 5, Joey gets P6, and the last points in the sprint will go to JB Smooth and OP Cheesy Man, as the rain provided some action, but overall, a pretty tame sprint race, which saw Slurp pull away and dominate, lead every lap, and the battle just rage on for second place. Now we'll see if the weather is the same for the main Grand Prix or not, but we have a qualifying session to do before that. Yep, 23-point lead. Oh, I'm being told by Castron that the stream cannot hear you.
Really? Wait. I pressed the check mark. It says it's on for me.
Did it not include?
Yeah. I'll turn it. I turned it off and on when you said that. Like I turned it on, like I clicked it again.
I'm looking at the stream. I'll tell you. Oh, there. Okay. I mean, it works now.
Okay. Well, there goes my audio for the first half of that. Well, oh well. If it actually wasn't going, I don't know why. Oh well. Well, if I
at least we noticed, and it wasn't the entire stream that no one could hear you.
Well, BB and Potatoes here, guys. I've been here the whole time.
Yeah. Alright, so now to our normal schedule, with short qualifying, which will be in the dry, and then the main 50% Grand Prix, even starting it a little bit earlier than we normally would be, so...
Oh, wait, are we...
Qualifying underway in 20 seconds.
So we're not supposed to leave it? Then what? Hold on.
No.
Oh.
He figured out a way for it to be in the main lobby. Why do I have 9 viewers? Oh my god. Okay. Sheesh. Thank you, everyone. Oh wait, we're making a new lobby. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, why was everybody leaving?
Oh, because it's one shot again. Okay, that's why. I thought it was... Okay, so we are making a new lobby. My apologies, I misunderstood that. I do actually have 9 viewers. That's crazy. I misunderstood that. I do actually have 9 viewers. That's crazy. I misunderstood that. Alright, so hopefully we get this lobby up and running pretty soon. But we'll discuss the sprint for a minute while we wait. Potato, did you see anything that kind of surprised you in the sprint, or was it pretty how you expected?
Yeah, I think it went as expected. I think maybe more of a struggle for Cole than I thought. I think I think that's overall just how close the battle kind of was for second. Nobody really cleared and pulled away from that a lot of the race. But I think, obviously probably not going to be rain for the race, but Cole's got to, just not make any mistakes, keep his spots. You should qualify good. If you just qualify good, then just stay out front. This is going to be a lot different than that sprint race in dry conditions, we're assuming.
Yeah, a lot more points on the line in the main Grand Prix, of course. But yeah, I think I was pretty convinced that Cole was going to lose second one of those times. I'm surprised he held on as well as he did. Once we started seeing Bama pressure him and DeMeo pressure him and all these guys.
So JB really wanted rain after this. Now he's disappointed because even with that penalty, he was really wheeling it out there. I think this is, that's the type of racing he enjoys, but probably dry for the next part.
I mean, we saw the qualifying was going to be dry. I'm not sure if that's like a setting for one shot or what, but we'll see how it is now. As now we see, yep, short qualifying is there. I think I'm going to work on getting some people some invites. There's an invite for you. I think everybody should be. I think everybody got invited. We'll see. Oh, I need to invite DeMeo's alt. That's what it was. I think we're the only one we're missing is JB. There he is. Should be good to go.
battle for the best of the worst, you could say. Aston Martin and Nick Sauber and possibly Haas, but I think they got saved out of that by Chan's performance at, what was it, Jeddah? One of the street courses. He went out there and got a fifth.
Yeah, he finished the top 5.
Yeah.
Where did he finish top 5 at? Let me see. I think it was Jeddah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Jeddah.
Jeddah.
It was Jeddah. He got fifth at Jeddah. That's kind of put Haas out of that, but now taking Aston Martin. Disappointing week last week for Aston Martin, trying to improve on that. Got 14th and 16th, both DNF, as Sean had a controversial moment. Something happened as he was catching up to one of the leaders. He got into Justin and then tried to get past the pace car as he was a lap down, or safety car, and he got DQ'd. So I'm gonna try to any type of finish is gonna be better than that. Did he even show up?
Who?
Don, is he in here?
I believe he is asleep.
Oh, so never mind.
No one
Okay, well he's not gonna improve.
Yeah, no one has heard from him since like 2 p.m. So.
Okay, well, never mind. I had assumed he was in here.
No.
Well, that's gonna suck for Aston Martin. They'll have just nobody to try to carry the torch.
Yep, and Snowy is, I believe, looking for his first points of the season still.
Yeah, I think all 4 came from.
Yeah, Snowy and Skinny both have not scored points this season. As here we go, qualifying for the main Grand Prix has now started. Be keeping a close eye on our championship battle as always to see who qualifies better between Slurp, Cole, and DeMeo. As some cars are going out on track. And yep, talking about Snowy, there he is, first driver out.
Watch out for
Castron joining him.
Watch out for that pit exit you'll see in green flag conditions under the race. It's very interesting. A lot of the time you'll see guys be on the bottom, the preferred line that gets cut into coming off the pit road, so could really mess some things up.
And that white line, got to be careful to not cross it.
Yeah. One of the only tracks where that's really an issue, as something's going on with Castron.
He has a qualifying ban, so
he's
going the wrong way. So Castron serving race 2 of his 2-race qualifying ban.
For that incident at Belgium.
Yep.
Cole getting out here early.
Yep, but on intermediate tires.
Oh yeah, he is, okay.
So this race, we have this race, and then we have Mexico next week, and then Brazil to finish the season. And this has been discussed lightly in admin chats, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But I honestly wouldn't mind seeing it if it did happen. A 100% finale race. Sato, what do you think about that?
That's interesting. So what, Brazil 100%?
Yeah, it would be a 100%
definitely better
Brazil
than
race.
Abu Dhabi 100%. I mean, I would
yes, for sure.
If any of the tracks to pick it, that'd be a pretty good one. I don't know.
As we just saw Chan join, I did not think he was gonna be here, but we will have some Haas representation.
Yeah, and no Jake, I believe he's the other.
Yep, Jake is not here. Nope, the other Haas is Skinny.
I'm saying for Sauber as well.
Oh, gotcha. So there's Chan.
Just one representative for the
So
final
make
15.
it 15 for the race. Still on board with Snowy watching his lap as the track is getting more populated now.
JB going off into the gravel. Just waiting here.
I have a bot promoting free viewers in my chat. Thank you very much, overpowering corn icy something.
Yeah, I got a bot in my chat last night, just randomly. I think there was like 2 viewers, and it was all not people who are actually watching it. And then there's a random bot, so I think it's going around Twitch right now.
Snowy completes his lap with a 136.28.
The sky falls right now. He has the pole.
Exactly. That would be the Kevin Magnussen.
Literally. The Banjos on a hot lap will have.
Oh my! 5 plays grid penalty for
Where are
Logan. They are in sector 1. As you see Cole going by. Logan 5 plays grid penalty for collision with Cheesy Man. So wherever he qualifies, it'll be 5 positions down. Was where he'll start the race.
Mercedes somewhat in a battle with Alpine for what that would be 6th. Starting the bottom half of constructors, they're up 12 on Alpine, but I don't even think Alpine has. Oh, they have.
And
Aaron,
a fine one for Joey as well, as Aaron is out of qualifying. What the heck is going on there? As we saw Josh just take P1, and what happened between Joey and Aaron? That's 2 5-place grid penalties that just got handed out in a row, and Aaron not happy with what happened there. Oh boy.
I was just about to start talking about Alpine and Mercedes battling, and now Alpine
That's gonna
not gonna be qualifying good.
Yeah. Aaron gonna have to start at the back. Aaron's saying Joey sat in the middle of the S's, and apparently Aaron ran into him, and that was it.
Wow.
So he will be at the back now. Big blow for Aaron, unfortunately, as some more times got put in while that was going on. Banjo into the 131s with a 131.93. JB smooth 133.83. And now we're on board with Bama, who won the pole for the sprint race. See if he can sweep qualifying here tonight.
I almost wonder if people were just going slow in the S's, but they had a fear of maybe getting a penalty for corner cutting, so they weren't outside of it, just so much outside on that paint. So they're just on the racetrack, but that's kind of hard to pass there when you have a guy going so much slower.
Yeah, there you see Bama getting some tow from his teammate JB down that long straightaway. That certainly is going to help his lap time out. So we have a lot of guys on laps right now. Logan, Chan, Cheesy, Joey all on laps. Remember, Joey has the 5-place grid penalty. And here comes Bama through the last 2 corners. Can he knock Banjo off a provisional pole? Looks like he will not, just barely. 131.973. And Skylar put a 132.83 on the board just moments ago. As here comes Logan to the end of his lap. As Cheesy goes P2 just behind Banjo. Logan on board with him. He goes to 5th with a 133.43. Now we watch Chan go through the final 2 corners. As Cole is out on an out lap, and here comes Chan to the line, and Chan would go 5th place with a 132.84, just behind Skylar by 7 1,000ths. As there you see Slurp coming onto the track, Cole is on track as well. And we'll watch the end of Joey's lap here. Joey, the most poles in the series this season. Believe he's looking for pole number 7 here tonight. to the line. Can he take provisional pole? Looks like a good lap. Can he do it? No, he doesn't. Look how close those top 4 times are. Just over a tenth separates 4 cars. And now what can DeMeo do? He is in sector number 2. And our 3 championship faithfuls are the only ones that have not set laps yet. As DeMeo had to dodge Slurp there, who had to abandon his flying lap, he's on an out lap. My bad. Cole just starting his flying lap. And DeMeo is actually backing out of his lap as well. And another 5-place Grand Penalty is we just saw Chan run into Slurp. Oh my goodness. That is 3 of those now.
Oh. and Chan proceeded to just
oh boy,
go full speed through there, so probably not happy.
So DeMeo's gonna re-rack and go again. Cole flying down the straightaway on his first lap. As we approach 8 minutes to go. Slurp just takes the green. Cole out of the final corner. Can he take P1? It looks like he will just miss it with a 132.15. Even though he's that close to being on pole, it's all the way down in 5th place. Now watching DeMeo, who is on his 2nd attempt, and now Slurp, who is just behind him in sector number 2. Josh just starting a flying lap, as did Snowy. JB on an out lap. Watching DeMeo and Slurp go through together. DeMeo needs every point he can possibly get. Can he take provisional pole from Banjo? It's going to be close. He just misses it. He goes to P4, and there goes Slurp to the top of the board with a 131.75.
DeMeo left some battery out there on the table. That could have made a difference.
Yeah, definitely. Gonna have one more shot at it with 6 minutes to go. They'll come in to the pits for one more set of soft tires.
Cole usually improves a lot on his second run, but again, you have to look at that. 7th is not where he wants to be. He's going to have to improve.
Especially with Slurp on pole. It's been talked about all week how if Slurp is going to make inroads on that championship lead, significant inroads, this is going to be the race. And we're seeing it right now. Slurp currently on pole. Cole would start 7th if qualifying was over right now. Obviously, we have one more run to go. That can all change in a flash. But, I mean, a lot of guys put in competitive times. There's 6 drivers separated by just under 0.2 of a second, 2nd through 7th. JB looking to join that party, will not get quite there, but does improve on his previous lap by 0.9 of a second. 132.90 for the RB. As we approach 5 minutes to go, JB and Josh the only drivers that are on track at the moment. But I believe this is an in lap for Josh.
I would hope not. He's going to take it down the pits. Oh, in as in he's pit. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yes.
I was thinking. No, I was thinking before.
I didn't want to call you out. I was just like,
I was thinking
okay,
before.
it's
Okay,
fine.
yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Way too low on battery to. I was thinking warm up lap. Oh, look at JB goofing off before his lap, I guess.
Doesn't surprise me all that much.
He was really disappointed not being able to run in the rain, but still pretty good in the dry. Gosh. Okay.
That microphone. My goodness.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Watching Skylar go. Skylar on the Red Bull tonight subbing for Rowdy. Take a shot every time you hear us say subbing for Rowdy. This season.
Yeah, he's a part-time driver at this point. Even though he's been listed as one of the two mains. It would have been really beneficial. I think Red Bull would have had a for sure constructor's title if they had.
And even with this like constant revolving door of second drivers, and even DeMeo winning a race as Chan retires, they're still second in the constructor standings, just about 20 points behind McLaren. So DeMeo obviously doing a phenomenal job. We knew that.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is just showing up in general because I mean, Ferrari has had some one team races or races where Slurpee's done great, but it'll be Justin or somebody else not being in points, and the same for Williams, who started off the season horrible.
Yes, they did for sure. But then Joey got that win, and it's been up sledding from there. Uptrending from there, I should say. As we have just over 2 minutes to go, the track is about to get busy. As we see more than half the grid out on outlaps now. Skylar gonna have to hustle and get back out. He just came into the pits. Here comes JB back out. As Cheesy going to be the first driver to start their final run. As he goes barreling into turn number 1. I think my favorite part of this track is the S's, just because it's all these corners that are just one after another, and you have to go wide open through every single one of them.
Yeah,
and I mean, you just gotta hit them exactly right, or your entire sector is just out the window.
Yeah, and we saw it granted in the rain, but it's so important. You can gain so much through there. If you mess up in the first, the first kink, the first section of that, it could mess up your entire sector or entire lap.
A lot of guys have now taken the green. Cheesy Bama, Joey Cole. And I don't think Skylar's coming back out. Yes, Skylar will not come back out, and neither will Snowy. And hopefully all these guys get to the line in time to start their laps. DeMeo gets to the line to start his. Cheesy in some danger of hitting traffic, but I think he's going to be alright. Skylar just coming back out, but he's not going to have near enough time to get back around with just 20 seconds left. Here comes Cheesy to the line. What can he do? Cheesy man to P1, 131.53. A very, very good lap for the McLaren driver. But a lot of guys still to go. Can that stick? Bama is improving on his lap. Now here he comes to the line. What can he do? Bama will take P1 away with a 131.507 as now time expires. And there goes Cole to the top of the 131.49.
See if Joey can
Cole
continue
changes
the streak.
hands again.
Oh,
Joey on
no.
the last corner goes super wide in. Can he do it? He cannot.
Improved.
Joey with an error in the final corner, costing himself a shot. So now it's going to be down to DeMeo and Slurp and Banjo to see if one of them can take P1. They're all together on the track. They're all going to be finishing at around the same time.
DeMeo, Slurp,
JB and
Banjo.
Logan still going as well. And here they come. DeMeo, the first one to be around the final corner. Can he not call off a P1? No, he cannot. 131.7. Can Slurp do it? Slurp, no, he cannot. It's going to be down to Banjo and Cole. Here comes Banjo off the last corner. Can he do it? He cannot. And Cole is going to take a shock pole position at COTA. How about that? Look how close those times are at the top. Unbelievable qualifying session. And Cole, who has been talking about for weeks how this is Slurp's best track and this is the one he's most afraid of, he's on pole and Slurp starts 5th.
Yeah, Slurp was looking great. I mean, at one point, 1st and 7th between the two, and it flips on the final run. Slurp not able to improve a ton, and now he's looking at 5th. 4 spots behind this championship competitor.
What a wild turn of events. And Cole just won pole 2 by 1/100th of a second over Bama. And oh, Jake is in. We're going to have both Sabros here tonight. That's why you see Cheesy trying to wait out this time to give Jake time to get in before the race starts. Don't get disqualified, Cheesy. That'll end the time. Cheesy crawling to the line. And there he is. Jake is in. Awesome. All right, and take a look at how the times shook out. Cole, as we mentioned, wins pole by Bam over 1/100th. Cheesy, 37 1/1000ths back. Banjo's just over a 10th. Slurp a 10th and a half. DeMeo 2.5 tenths in 6th. Joey 7th, who has the 5-place grid penalty. Logan, JB, Skyler. Logan also has the penalty. Then you have Chan in 11th, who has the other penalty. Then Josh, Snowy, Aaron, Castrin, and then Jake, who will start 16th. Because I hope it's still low to mid of the race, even though he didn't get out in qualifying. We'll see. All dry for the main race, to the relief of many.
Oh. Looking back on... Oh my goodness. On the clip showing it's Aaron catching up to Joey. Joey really was just stopped in the middle of the track.
Sitting there? Oh, dang.
And then I think Aaron kind of crashed out after that, though. He had the chance maybe to keep going, and they just kept running into him and lost a tire. But it definitely was started by Joey still on the racetrack.
All right, here we go. It is going to be Cole and Bama leading the field down to the sharp turn 1. Lights are out. Away we go in COTA. 3 races remain in the season. Down to turn 1, Cole gets a very good jump. Into turn 1, he's going to be able to hold the lead, but Bama trying to go back down the inside.
Oh!
He's going to hold off a hard-charging CZ for second place. As though there's a crash at the back. That's Snowy around as well as Aaron.
Both got turned coming off the corner, and Snowy hit the gas too excitedly and hit head-on into an inside wall. Try to get back going.
No movement inside the top 5.
Man.
JV has jumped DeMeo for 6th. Joey's up 2 spots, Skylar down 2 spots, Chan up 3 spots as there's a battle going on for 11th right here. It's big 3-wide move for Chan to the inside. And that's going to work for him as he's going to get 11th and also get 10th. That was very sketchy, but it works out. Chan up 5 spots in a sector and a half. And now Cheesy and Banjo going at it. Cheesy able to hold off Banjo. And now JB and Slurp going at it. JB trying to make some moves here early. Already gained 1 spot on DeMeo with the initial start. Was trying to go after Slurp for 5th, but Slurp was able to hold him off. Look how much he charges into that penultimate corner. And here we go to the line. Cole's going to lead lap 1 by 8/10 over Bama. And DRS will now be activated, which is absolutely crucial because these straightaways are very long. And a lot of overtaking can be taking place into these very sharp corners. But Cole trying to break away here early, which would be absolutely huge. As we see Snowy pit on lap 1.
So since it's a 23-point gap, if Cole at this point, I don't think now he can punch it.
No, he cannot.
But still, he can make it really hard on Slurp. Basically impossible with how good Cole runs every week. It's like a guarantee, unless it's Spain, where he can, finish really good. Look at this.
Oh, big battle! Banjo going for a 3-wide move for 2nd on Cheesy and Bama. How about that from the Williams driver? He takes them both away.
That's that aggressiveness he needs to show more often.
And now Bama, Cheesy, hard battle for 3rd. They make a little bit of contact as Bama holds him off. But now that has allowed Cole to break DRS. So now Banjo's going to be tasked with getting back into it as quick as he can. And kind of surprised that Slurp has not been able to move up from 5th at all.
He's just not shown, obviously he's showing pace, 5th place pace, but he's just not showing much pace ahead of the guys in front of him. He almost had...
Cole takes the fastest lap away.
He had JB right on his, behind on that 3rd sector, but now he's going to try to get up into 4th.
And speak of the devil, here he goes to the inside of Cheesy. And off the corner, he gets the advantage and will take it away. So Slurp makes his first move of the race. And he is up to 4th. As we see everyone go through the S's. It's like Slurp heard us talking about him not making any moves. As soon as that happened, he jumped Cheesy and now is all over Bama looking for 3rd. DeMeo and Joe is still down in 7th and 8th.
Yeah, but already time is running out. Just from the lead Banjo to Cole, it's already over 2nd. Gonna get up into 3rd here.
Here goes Slurp with another move, looking for 3rd on Bama. Off the corner, still going to be side by side, but Slurp gets the run and takes it away. So 2 crucial moves made by Slurp on that lap, and he is now into the podium positions. Potato, you want to talk about the tire compounds real quick?
Oh, well, I haven't looked at it yet. So, looks like all of us are on mediums besides Snowy, who pitted off of lap 1, so probably just going to go on to a medium hard strategy. Bet Snowy will probably go into, I would assume, soft after a run on hards. Maybe. Might even just go to mediums. But yeah,
fastest lap for Slurp, who is now all over Banjo.
Pretty uniform unless we have a safety car, but we've had some. Last few weeks we've had an abundance of them.
Banjo holding even with Cole's lead, but now that job gets more difficult as Slurp is pressuring him for P2.
Astron's showing some pace
He's just
up here.
Barely outside of DRS.
Getting up into the points past Josh, and Astron's going to try to get past Chan into the 9th.
And Banjo actually did get into DRS range right there. Gonna use all the battery he has. Slurp not able to gain much ground for a move here. As DeMayo's making moves, he got around JB and Cheesy on this lap to get up to 5th as, oh, Chan gets a time penalty for cutting. Oh my goodness, he just absolutely flew into that wall. And that's going to be a safety car. Something tells me that was intentional. I'm going to have to go back and look on the stream, but I was spectating somebody, and then in the background I just see one car just shoot across the turn and slam the wall. As, oh, there's a drive-through penalty for Skylar for speeding, as we're seeing, does anybody come in here under the safety car? And looks like we're going to have some Banjo and Slurp pit, as well as Cheesy, JB, Joey. Cole, Bama, DeMayo do not pit. Josh is in as well.
Castro doesn't either.
Castro stays out. And Logan. Aaron also stays out. So, let's see. Banjo, Slurp, Cheesy, JB, Joey, Josh, and Jake are all going onto the hards. So, okay, the safety car has split the strategy now. Basically right down the middle. 6 drivers stay out on the mediums they started the race on, and 7th on back are now on hards. So we'll have to see how this all shakes out.
Well, that's interesting, because, I mean...
Yeah, very interesting.
If we don't have one, you'd think these guys just go to the end on these? That would be...
Oh, yeah, they are, for sure.
So, I mean, that's gonna really... That could really mess up these guys in front if there's not another safety car, because that one was definitely man-made.
Some guys who struggle probably would have a tough time getting to the end from here, but I think your front runners like Banjo, Slurp, Cheesy, JB, Joey are gonna likely get to the end on these tires.
Oh, Josh Brown almost ran over Joey catching up to them.
Yeah, I saw that. But I don't think Snowy is gonna get up to the field in time, but obviously every lap that we go under safety car helps these guys who just pitted, as that's one less racing lap that they have to have on these tires.
This is big for Slurp here. Just getting on any type of different strategy is going to help him for a chance in getting back these points on Cole.
100%. This is exactly what he needed. Especially if it works out in his favor, with no other safety cars in the race. No one deciding to come down the second time by, except for Josh, who just got a 10-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag. Interesting. And another 10-second penalty for speeding in the pits. Oh my goodness. Josh has 23 seconds of time penalties on lap 6. He's going to get some of that served right now. And there he goes.
Aaron taking blame on that incident. Apparently he got into Snowy there off that first corner. I saw them both spin off together. I couldn't tell if there's another third factor into that. It looks like it's just Aaron getting into him.
Good to know. I'm surprised Skylar didn't come down there and serve as a drive-through penalty.
Well, he pitted, so I don't know if he would have been able to. He wouldn't.
Yeah, but we've had a lap since then. I think I figured he would have come down last time by and served it, but...
All these guys on hard tires trying to warm up.
Yep. You see how much those guys in the back are swerving. As there comes Josh into the picture, which means the safety car will be in this lap. So as we talked about before, top 6, Cole, Bama, DeMeo, Kestrin, Logan, Aaron, did not pit, and are on the mediums they started the race on. 7th on back, we presume can make it to the end with the exception of maybe Snowy and Josh. Snowy on 4-lap old hards already, and Josh who just pitted for mediums.
And keep in mind, guys like JB have had some problems with tire wear in the past. A lot of pace, but it's just can't keep it together.
So an early safety car has split the field. Now we'll see how it all shakes out. There are 22 laps to go out the line. Cole, the championship leader, gets a fantastic jump on Bama. And we are back racing again. Let's see if any of these guys on the hard tires, Banjo the first of them, see how aggressive they are here on this initial start. And oh, Banjo! That's going to be wing damage! He hits Aaron into turn number 1. Oh my goodness, he way overshot the corner. And that is going to be absolutely detrimental for Banjo, as there you see the pace advantage that Slurp has just gained all that ground on him in the S's, and is now going to have to look to get by him quickly, as Banjo already struggling with that wing damage. Joey passes JB for 10th. And Slurp's going to dive to the inside of Banjo for 7th and just narrowly complete the pass. So now Slurp is the leading driver on that strategy, as we have a potential move for 2nd. Here comes DeMeo to the inside of Bama. Into the left-hander we go, and DeMeo move him to P2. Now watching Slurp to see how aggressive he is. The first driver on that alternate strategy is Cheesy, looking to get around Banjo now. You see just how much of a disadvantage Banjo is at. These guys are all just hounding him, as there goes Cheesy looking to the inside.
Nice crossover move by Slurp to get up past Aaron.
DRS now back enabled as Slurp moves up to 6th. Now Banjo looking to do the same. The inside of Aaron, he will go. And oh, side by side for the S's. This is going to be sketchy.
Yeah.
Oh, more contact, and there goes Banjo wide. As Castron, who is 4th, gets a time penalty. And drop Banjo all the way to P10 now behind his teammate. A very unfortunate restart for the Williams, who look to be in potential position for the win. As now Cheesy's going to dive to the inside of Aaron. As Slurp going to use DRS and try to go around Logan. Logan trying to block. But Slurp is there. As Cheesy and Joey both get by Aaron there. As Slurp does move up to 5th place.
It looks like Banjo will finally get past, for sure, Aaron here.
They're still side by side now. JB joins the battle as Joey gets by Cheesy for P7. And there goes JB by Banjo as well. Here comes Aaron back around as Skylar is coming into the pits, I believe, to serve as drive-through. That will drop him all the way down to last. As, oh, big dive by Aaron on JB. They make contact off the corner. And now Banjo still battles with Aaron. This time he clears him. And Banjo, who restarted 7th, the first of the guys on that alternate strategy, now finds himself well behind Slurp, who is up in 5th, as Joey and Logan battle for 6th and 7th, and here comes Cheesy by as well. Cheesy around the outside gets that move done. So Joey and Cheesy trying to keep pace with Slurp, who's 1.9 ahead of Joey now. And closing on Castron, he does have the DRS, which will help his cause.
Easy with that. It actually used a lot of battery there to get past Joey.
Haven't really talked about the battle for the lead. DeMeo is there, but just been kind of hanging out with Cole. Bama with them. Castron not too far back as well. Castron just lost DRS there. And now is going to be vulnerable to a move from the hard-charging Slurp. We'll have DRS on the front straightaway. Slurp using all the battery and the DRS. To the inside he goes. And through turn 1, Slurp trying to get the move done. Castron trying to hang around the outside, and we'll get the move done that time. So move Slurp up to P4 as Cheesy uses the DRS to get by Joey for 6th place.
But it's just kind of a bottleneck in the top 3 is going to maybe allow Slurp to get up into this.
Another time penalty for Castron. That's 6 seconds now. And just like that, Slurp is there with the top 3. And remember, all these guys that did not pit under the initial safety car still have to make a pit stop in this race, no matter what. As Joey and Cheesy battle for 6th, Joey takes that spot away. And Slurp is there already. And once these guys pit, he's going to be over 20 seconds ahead. A lot to still play out. But if this thing does go green, we are going to see a major shift in the championship standings.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that much people stayed out.
And also, I don't want to jinx anything yet, but if it stays the way it is and when all these guys pit, guess who is going to be in position for a podium?
Yeah. OP
Cheesy Man. Oh my goodness, just as I say that, he makes contact with Joey! Oh my goodness, Joey somehow doesn't spin out right there. But you cannot get wing damage. We saw how much that hindered Banjo. He's still in 9th place.
And these two good friends, but trust me, I've seen them get into each other a whole lot. So.
Oh yeah. I don't think they're going to be pulling any punches against each other. Aaron time penalty. And now Slurp with a great run off the corner has a potential shot at Bama here. The DRS just too powerful. But Joey is going to use it to get around Castron, and there goes Cheesy by as well. So move them up to 5th and 6th.
All Cheesy has to do is just do not get a corner cutting or any type of extension penalty. Or on pit road.
Or wing damage.
Yeah, that too.
Just needs to keep it clean for 17 more laps. As Slurp is all over Bama now for 3rd. I believe you're seeing these hard tires already become the better racing tire, but Slurp is also just having absolutely rapid pace right now as Castron is going to come into the pits. The first one that did not pit under the safety car at the start to come in and pit for their change to hards.
That is,
and yep.
Depending on how you look at it, that's horrible for JB. That's a horrible timing because Cheesy and Joey can use that DRS to get past Castron, and right when the lap and JB could have benefited off that, Castron pits. So not going to be.
Yeah, that's true. Josh and Logan battling for 9th. Josh just took that spot away. Josh pitted under the initial safety car, but for mediums as opposed to the other guys who put on hard tires. And we keep just really not talking about the battle up front, but it's just really been Cole just leading DeMeo and Bama along. But now Slurp is going to go for the 2-for-1. Cole trying to block, and to the inside goes The Ferrari of Slurp side by side with Cole, but not for long. Slurp 74 to the lead on lap 12. And Cole had a very, very bad couple of corners there, and just like that, Slurp's a second ahead.
And Joey trying to get
goodness.
range here. He's just outside of the second from Bama.
And did Slurp break DRS? It's going to be close, and he did.
That's crazy. Wow.
How about that? Oh my goodness. And oh yeah, I mean, it's a good time for it. DeMeo and Bama come in to try to undercut.
I don't know though, because now, I mean, well, actually no, because Cole's not going to get any DRS from anything there.
No, none. So, DeMeo, Bama, Logan, and Aaron all in for hard tires. Castron pitted a lap ago. He's going to get past all those guys to 11th. DeMeo and Bama rejoin still together in clean track, which is crucial. And now that Slurp has the lead and the gap, it's just going to be about making those tires live to the end of the race. 15 laps, still a long way to go. But we've seen Slurp go 25 laps on hard tires just recently at, I forget what track it was.
Who are you referring to?
Slurp on the really old hard tires.
Jeddah, I believe, right? When that.
Yeah, okay, Jeddah.
Yeah, I mean, it works for him there.
And Jeddah, we know, is brutal on tires. So, we'll have to see what happens. But right now, Cole is going to pit.
And it has to bite the bullet.
And now we'll get a clear picture of where everyone's going to be lining up for the rest of the race.
There was a scenario where he could have just waited and held out hope, but there's still points on the table from him battling with DeMeo and Bama back there, 9th and 10th. And Josh Brown, who at one point is going to fall behind them.
So now we'll see where Cole comes out in relation to DeMeo and Bama, who pitted a lap ago. There's Cole, and there go DeMeo and Bama by him, but Cole going to be right with them in 10th place. So right now, the only other person that needs to pit, as we have a yellow in Sector 3 for Snowy, who has wrecked off the final corner. I believe he will get going. Yes, he will. So right now, besides, I believe, Josh, everyone ahead of Cole has pitted. So it's basically just going to be for him, how far can he get? And oh, Cheesy and Joey going side by side.
Flew right past a battery and DRS combo, and that straightaway is supreme.
So to put it into perspective, Slurp is currently 24 points behind Cole.
Would it be 23 if including sprint, because he gained a point from the sprint, so it would be.
Was he 24 coming in? Yeah, he was 24 coming in. So it's 23 points as the lead, and Slurp passed the fastest lap. So if it stays the way it is, still obviously a long way to go. Slurp would walk out of this race with the championship lead.
That is unfathomable coming into this race.
Unbelievable.
I mean, but
I do think Cole's going to finish better than 10th, but right now, I mean, Slurp is going to easily insert himself right back into this as
I don't know.
Bama and Josh go at it. I mean, DeMeo going to go by as well.
He can gain on Josh, but that's the only guaranteed spot he has.
Jake is just in front of these guys as well here, so I think he will get that spot. But I mean,
yeah, he's 6 seconds.
Then he's going to have to battle with Bama and DeMeo, who are on equal tires with him and have been with him the entire race. But then after that, it's 6 seconds to Banjo.
Whoa! Almost got into Josh there. Cole did.
That was close. There you see up ahead, Bama trying to go by Jake here. I believe we'll see him dive bomb into this corner, and yes, he will. So Bama gets by as Joey and Cheesy battle again. That's Joey taking second place back away as Bama and DeMeo pass Jake. And now DeMeo with a huge run, gonna try to go for a move on Bama here. Gonna be side by side. As caution sector 1, that's
Snowy.
once again for Snowy.
Well, that's... We'll get it going.
So now move DeMeo up to
And where
P6.
is that? How did that happen?
The S's.
You know, it's like way off to the left there since that happened.
Yeah, he was way off. So up front, Slurp leads by 3.5 seconds, as now Cole gets by Jake for 8th place.
How about this for Stauber? Could get points here if Jake can...
Yeah, they're both in position to. I don't think Josh is going to be able to go to the end on those mediums, but would not shock me.
Well, he could, but it's kind of confusing here.
He also has 13 seconds of time penalties.
Oh yeah, he is 13, so yeah, he'll probably get behind Kyler there.
Shout out to JB Smooth, but a very smooth race for him. Currently runs P4. No one even close to him.
Yeah, he hasn't quite had that pace for the top 3, but definitely just has assumed his spot here in 4th. As it's going to be a rough night for Banjo going home after this one.
Yeah, man. As Cheesy and Joey continue to battle. And Banjo does have that wing damage, remember, so I do believe these guys will catch him, as there goes Bama to repass DeMeo. But then you have 1.4 seconds to JB in front of Banjo, who he is running down. But then I really think that's the limit of how far these guys that pitted under green a few laps ago, I think that's as far as they can probably get, unless we get another safety car. And Snowy has, for the second straight lap, crashed in the S's.
So at this point, Cole is in the lead for the championship by 1 point. If it stays how it is, he needs to. I mean, getting the 2 spots would be massive, but
he would get 4 points right now if it stood the way it is.
So it would
Slurp would get 26.
Should go down to 1 then, if my math is right.
Yeah, Cole would be ahead by 1 point.
And Josh Brown.
As Josh is coming in.
I'm not even gonna try to go to the end.
This is gonna serve his 10-second penalty and then put on a new set of tires. Oh, a time penalty for Joey!
Wow.
That's huge.
Oh my goodness.
That's going to basically kill his chances for second.
Do not get a course penalty, Cheesy.
Yeah, that's what
he's
absolutely preaching.
Just
we are pleading with him.
For 11 more laps. Please.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want to call anything. I'm not gonna.
Nope, I'm not saying a word.
As Banjo getting passed by the guys on hards or newer hards with that wing damage. And I don't think those it's not nearly going to be enough. There's 8-9 lap difference on those hards is going to be enough to gain all that time on Joey and Cheesy.
Yeah, I don't think there's any world where they get there. Cole got by DeMeo, I missed that. Oops. So Cole is back up to P6.
I think it all kind of happens when they're passing.
Likely going to get by JB, so highest he can finish is probably 4th, as there goes Bama by.
The sitting duck
Cole
there.
going to try to do the same. And up to the top 5 goes Cole.
So it'll be a bit safer here for him. If he can keep this. He's still going to be pressured by the guys behind him, though.
So right now, yeah, Cole likely to finish anywhere from 4th to 6th, I would say. 4th would get him 12, 5th would get him 10, and then 6th would get him 8.
So that put it down to 9-point lead for him, I think. Well,
so I believe Slurp is going to walk
11.
out of here if it stays green with at least, as here goes Cole for 4th.
That's 14. That's could be 9.
So right now, Slurp's in position to gain 26. Cole would gain 12. So it would be down to 9 points. If it stood.
So,
But still, Cole gonna have to hold off Bama and DeMeo, who have had great pace this whole race.
if he could get away, though, that's the big if. But if Cole could get away, he would need to gain, what, 5 seconds? Maybe 6 seconds on Joey to overcome that 3-second penalty that Joey got.
Yeah, that's a good point. So that is on the table as well. Slurp just cruising out front, 4.7 second lead.
So it looks like, which one of those three? Actually, no, they're on the same. So it looks like Cole, Cole, Bama, DeMeo have all cleared behind them for that highest of that different strategy. So yeah, it's gonna be a battle between them. It's Cheesy again gonna get past Joey.
These two just trading it with DRS, but it's really not going to matter because of the 3-second penalty for Joey.
That's why almost if I'm Cheesy and I have enough confidence to just stay behind him with the DRS as close as you can. Don't run into the back of him, but just don't try to mess anything up going for a move. But clearly he can make that move. But I mean, all he needs is to just stay here, stay within DRS of Joey, and you have it. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not even gonna say it. As we have 11th here, this is all confusing with the penalties.
Just gonna follow it the way we see on track for now, as Skylar, Logan, Aaron, 11th through 13th, are battling it out right here. That's Aaron way off track right there. Big crossover move from Logan is going to get him the big run as they're going to potentially go 3 wide. Oh my goodness! And Skylar almost crashes it.
Oh, and way
as
wide.
Everyone goes super wide. Logan misses the turn 1 very badly there. Oh my goodness, what a battle we have.
Well, that's what pressure
for 11th place
does. It just forced Logan to just make a mistake there.
Joey by Cheesy for P2 again. As we continue to watch this battle for 11th. As DeMeo by Bama now for 5th place. As Caution Sector 2.
Oh.
That's Snowy, who I believe just got lapped.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
I was scared there's a lot of cars that were on lead lap around there. It was just Snowy.
Yeah, I mean, oh, there's a crash! Aaron and Skylar! Skylar goes for a spin. That doesn't really surprise me with how hard they were battling. Skylar does get going, so we stay green.
This just spreads it out more and more along the higher and higher chance of running green to the end. As that was probably the most heated battle by far, and now it's going to be split up.
Cole is rapidly gaining on Cheesy and Joey here. The gap is down to 5.7 as JB is going to pit. We saw he was struggling on those old tires. And so he is going to make a second pit stop and go to medium tires as there's another time penalty for Aaron. JB having to wait for some reason, I'm not sure why. There he goes.
This is going to be close here.
Caution Sector 3, that's Skylar who was pitting right out the yellow. And he speeds. And another yellow in Sector 2, that's for Snowy again. Slurp's probably freaking out seeing all these yellow flags.
Cole's, I think, is the guys behind him, DeMeo and Bama, just gonna try to hope that Cole's kind of like the Moses parting the seas here, just allowing them to catch up to Cheesy and Joey and get past them.
But I mean, even if they don't get there, it's huge for Cole because he could potentially overtake Joey for P3 because of that 3-second penalty
I think
has,
he's gonna have to at this point. I mean, just based off the math here, I know it's gonna taper off a bit, but I think he's gonna get within that range. Just can't get.
I think he is too. We have less than 7 to go now.
It's over a second and a half from being within range. Cole. Wait, actually, never mind. He is there at this point, right? 5 seconds? Is it? There's 3 seconds. Never mind.
It's 3 seconds.
Okay, I'm forgetting how to do math here.
But he is within 4 seconds now.
Yeah, so it's about 1.5 from being in that range.
And once again, we believe that all the guys that pitted under the first safety car can make it on their hard tires to the end. But it is obviously possible that they run out at the end, as there goes DeMeo to the inside of Cole.
It's not going to help their progress.
Fourth. I don't think it's going to hurt very much, because DeMeo just using the DRS there.
Obviously, if DeMeo is throwing, he's going to take it, and inadvertently that might... I don't know, though, I mean...
Castron passes Banjo for 7th. Very good run for Castron, but he does have those penalties, which are going to hinder him. Jake in 9th as well, good run for him. JB, who made that second pit stop, is in 10th on those fresh medium tires.
Cole, though, he's pushing his car a lot. He's down to 50% battery.
Yeah, he's definitely pushing.
Right near the
He's going to go back around to Mayo here, as they are within 3.5 seconds of Cheesy, as another yellow.
I didn't want to...
Wonder who it was for. We'll never guess.
Maybe... Was Banjo already behind Castron?
Castron just passed him a lap ago.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that was.
Fast lap for JB Smooth. That's actually big.
Wow.
Because Slurp had the fastest lap
and he's
before.
In the top 10.
And Bama time penalty. That's going to kill any chance he has at a podium. Tough break there for the RB. But JB getting fast lap, that nicks a point off of Slurp. As DeMeo once again goes by Cole. They're almost to 3 seconds behind Cheesy. Oh man, it's going to be so close for the podium, I think.
Yeah, we'll see.
DeMeo and them are closing very, very fast.
We'll have to see if maybe... Obviously, he's not teammates with Cheesy, but to what extent could he help Cheesy? And maybe if Cheesy gets in front of him, could Joey slow them up? Obviously, he would already be out of the fight. He's not going to race like it, but because of that penalty. But he could.
Slurp has just taken 5 laps to go. Still holding a 5.2 second lead.
I mean, it's out of his,
now DeMeo, Cole, and Bama are all now within 3 seconds.
Slurp has put up a near perfect weekend, other than the fastest lap, which just went to JB. And that's just out of his control with wherever Cole will finish.
Speaking of JB, he just got by Jake as Logan gets a time penalty and Aaron gets another one. I think these guys on the fresh tires are going to get there.
Oh, Cheesy got very loose off that corner. Not good.
Oh, no. That's going to lose him an entire second. As Cole's going to go by DeMeo here for 4th, and they're going to be within DRS range of those top 3. Nope, actually, 1.6 seconds.
And what sucks there is Cheesy had built up a really good battery advantage and had to use all of that up trying to stay in tow of Joey.
And now, as they get closer, it's only going to be harder for them to be held off.
I think Cheesy needed to get past Joey there. If he could maybe get past him through this next lap, then that could help him a lot. Put a car in between him and whoever's going to be coming up behind him. Probably Cole at that point would be the first one up.
.1 is the gap from the McLaren teammates. Cole closing in through the S's, is within 1 second now. All good on that yellow in Sector 3. And Joey's actually pulling away from Cheesy now.
He's
as Cole is going to have DRS.
Yeah, Cole's going to pick it up.
And Cheesy's going to use DRS to likely get by Joey here. He will. But Cole's going to close. Down to 0.6 of a second. So now we have a 5-car battle for second, just as we did at the sprint. But Joey and Bama both have 3-second time penalties.
Joey went wide. Cole is right behind him.
Cole all over him. 3 to go in COTA. Slurp has a big lead, but we're watching the battle for second. Joey has the DRS. Does he make the move on Cheesy here? Cheesy on a 10% battery. Cole's going to dive to the inside. And up to third he will go. DeMeo also makes the move, gets up to fourth.
Sorry.
You're fine. And now Cole all over his teammate Cheesy here. But Cole missed that corner a little bit, allowed DeMeo to get right to his rear wing.
Oh, a slip up for DeMeo. That opened the door for Joey.
Joey down the inside. Well, DeMeo going to be able to hold him off. They make some contact, and DeMeo does hold him off.
Great exit by Cheesy there.
Cole using the DRS. Bama's going to go by Joey now as well.
He held him off. What a job by Cheesy. He didn't even use any battery there. He just off this run off the corner.
He's giving it all he's got. Cheesy trying for that ever-elusive first podium.
The problem is,
he's 2.5 laps away, but all these guys behind him are on fresher tires and have more battery.
The problem is, the more time he stays out front here, I mean, he can get swallowed up at any time. That might be better for him to be behind at least one car. It's not going to happen, though.
But once Cole makes the move on him, DeMeo's, I think, just going to follow him through.
Oh! Bama got super loose off that corner.
Bama got, very loose off the last corner. It's going to allow Joey to go by.
I wonder if Cole's saving his stuff. Might be helping his teammate out. I don't want to, I mean...
Yeah, he could be. That wouldn't shock me.
I don't want to assume things, but he hasn't used his battery in a bit.
Cheesy's doing all he can to hold him off. I think Cole just knows he's not going to get any higher than second here, so he's just trying to save all he can for the last lap to try to battle it out with these guys with the most battery. DeMeo is pressuring him big time. Cole with a big block there. Oh, DeMeo hits him. A little bit of contact, no damage to either driver. That's a very sideways Bama again. That's going to make him lose touch with the top 5. As now Cole goes by, DeMeo goes by. DeMeo looking for the 2-for-1. Side by side for second and third now between Cole and DeMeo as Cheesy loses 2 spots in one straightaway. Caution sector 1, that's for Josh, who has spun in turn 1. Cheesy trying to get back around DeMeo as DeMeo and Cole battle for second. Cheesy has lost the spot, but he's still got time to get it back. Even though these guys have more battery and are pulling away just slightly. Up front, though, Slurp, white flag is in the air for the Ferrari, and there's another time penalty for Joey. One more time around COTA, and what looked to be a very dire situation for Cole has now turned into him being in second place and only losing 7 points. If he's able to hold off DeMeo here. Jeezy and Joey trying to keep in touch with these guys.
DeMeo's not over with this, though. He's going to attempt it one more time and try to get back up into second.
Oh, he sends it in there! And DeMeo will have the DRS here. Cheesy behind him will have DRS as well. Cole gonna block the very low lane. DeMeo using all his battery. And the DRS has the huge run. Cole blocks a little bit. DeMeo to the outside, though. Side by side for second between DeMeo and Cole. The title rivals. There's contact between the two. They're still side by side. DeMeo gets a time penalty. We're gonna have to look at that because there was contact. So that might not stand. We'll have to see. But DeMeo, for now, holds second. Cole trying to get it back. Cheesy waiting in the wings. Can he get close enough to challenge? Up front for Slurp. 2 corners to go. And through the final turn, it is an absolutely dominant day for the Ferrari of Slurp. He eats into the championship lead, and Slurp wins at COTA. DeMeo will cross the line in P2, but because of the time penalty, he drops to 4th.
We'll see.
We'll have to see if it stands before we tell you guys
I know one person that's going to
where everyone actually ended up, because there was contact between he and Cole right there that sent DeMeo off. Could this be the Cheesy Man podium, though?
And, of course, it has to happen where it's going to be a debate. He's going to have to wait.
Yeah, of course, right?
It's not immediate for him.
We'll have to see. Yeah. DeMeo saying what I think in chat. The rest of your finishers: Joey 5th, Bama 6th, JB 7th, Castron 8th, Banjo 9th, and Gaming Jake gets points in 10th, Logan 11th, Aaron 12th, and Skylar will come home 13th.
And Josh Brown DNF'd on that final lap. Cole's gonna argue for his teammate here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for clips because DeMeo says he has one. They both have clips. All right, we're gonna see. This is like potentially like huge news right here. Because this could be the long-awaited Cheesy Man podium.
Well, either
But
way,
it's gonna come with controversy if it
he gave it his all.
does happen. Yeah, for sure.
We had a similar debate at, what was it, Portugal? For whether a penalty is going to count or not. That one was for a win. This one is for something maybe even bigger for some people.
Yeah, no. Either way, Slurp is going to eat into the championship lead. and trying to wait on interviews here, which I believe they will be spicy because DeMeo and Cole are not very happy with each other right now.
I think we should just get all four in here and see see what happens. Still waiting on clips here.
Yeah. Oh, DeMeo sent his. Here we go. To the admin chat.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, that's... Yeah, DeMeo's penalty's got to get removed. There's no way. Yeah, DeMeo's penalty's got to get removed. There's no way. I mean, I don't see how this is an argument. Here, I'll forward this to the chat. But I don't see any way that this penalty shouldn't get removed.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's no really room
And
to
DeMeo,
go.
he came back on it, like,
I mean, there is an argument
as
there.
soon as he could.
I mean, he could, like, just go straight and stay on the racetrack and get into Cole's side, but I mean, I don't know. I think that might end up.
Everyone's saying that stuff because of Cheesy getting the podium. I. Oh, okay. I have confirmation from Cole that it's getting removed. All right, so now we'll do interviews with the usual suspects. We were so close, yet so far. Everyone's flaming Chad for the intentional safety car. Oh man. We were so close.
I'm in the party. Oh no.
Oh wait, I want to see the clip of Chan and intentional safety car.
I don't think he's not.
Oh,
Penalty.
Oh,
What
That
the
might be a season
brother.
ban, man.
it's a permanent
Yeah.
ban. He's dead, bro.
Except for the race and maybe the rest of the season with that one.
Like elbow shirt.
Yeah.
Start the damn interview.
Oh, okay. Well, so the
Cole finished
Would
third,
he-
Potato.
so it would be
You're
Cole.
underwater, Normie.
Fuck off.
Okay, so it would be Cole that got third because the car moved.
Yup.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so here with Cole, it looked pretty dire at one point. You got to as low as 10th. How were you able to recover on a different strategy to get up into the podium once again?
I'm faster than everybody. So, it's pretty easy.
So, what do you think happened there in that final lap? Were you trying to help your team out, or was it just a racing incident there getting...
I wanted to be Max Verstappen for a corner. Wanted to see how
Okay.
it felt.
So, how do you feel the final two races now coming up here? It should be, what, a 18-point gap, I think?
More than
Or
that.
no, maybe 16.
15.
Okay. Well, whatever you say.
Something like that. I don't know.
So how do you...
Slurp got 25 for winning. Cole got 15 for third, and then Slurp gained 1 point on him in the
16.
sprint. So
16.
14.
It's definitely... Okay, am I... What?
I might be terrible. Yeah. Anyways, continue.
He got
to be MVP.
third! Oh, yeah, so it's 13. It's 13.
he did get third.
He got second. My bad, guys. So how comfortable do you feel in these final two races with that gap?
I really wanted to commentate Brazil, so I hope Slurp crashes next week, and I win a championship next week. That's about as confident as I can get.
Well, this race wasn't a good sign for that. So P3 for Cole at COTA.
Cheesy Rob.
I was wishing, man.
We were, oh my god, we were once again.
I've
just
never been more
hyping it
biased
up
in the booth in my life.
so much. And then, oh my gosh, so close yet so far.
If you didn't get loose off
Um,
turn 11 on one lap. Okay, continue.
Yeah, alright. DeMeo, you came home second today after a very long battle with everyone, pretty much, I would say, due to the split strategy. What was your view on the race as a whole?
It was fun. It was a nice strategy race. Like, you don't really get a lot of those because there's so many safety cars usually. So it's kind of cool. Good believe I wasn't on the winning one, but second's still nice. Almost got cruelly taken away from me, but it's okay. We move. Yeah, all around happy with how everything ended.
So, I do believe, you're still mathematically alive in the championship, DeMeo, but, you kind of needed some different things to go your way tonight, so as you kind of are not actually out, but pretty much out, I would say, what is your mindset going into the next two races, just trying to end the season on a high note?
What do we have? Mexico and is it Brazil?
Mexico, Brazil.
Yeah, those are two of my favorite tracks. So I know I've kind of known it for a while. I was kind of out of it for the championship, so I'm just gonna have fun these next two races. try to win them. Two of my best tracks on the game, so I'm looking forward to it. It definitely takes a bit of pressure off, I guess. So maybe I won't make like stupid mistakes under pressure.
Well, congratulations on your P2, a controversial one, but it's the way it goes sometimes.
Thank you.
All right, on to the winner. Slurp, you had a perfect weekend in the races.
He didn't win.
I believe
not
we
perfect,
in
I think.
that's why I said in the races.
Oh. At least had races.
So he didn't get fastest lap, so.
True.
3 points.
Slurp, you won both races. Got the win in the sprint, got the win in the race. We were a little bit concerned after you qualified 5th, but obviously you made quick work of that thanks to some help from the strategy. So how was your viewpoint on the race?
First of all, qualifying, I absolutely sold. I missed turn 1 and lost 5/10 in thereabout, so that was on me again. But in the race, started to make my way up. It was right behind Banjo. We were catching up to Cole, and then just a little intentional safety car kind of threw a fork into things, and yeah, I felt like the obvious strategy was to go to hards, because even if you can't make hards till the end, you could just go from hards to mediums, and it would just be the quicker strategy, I thought. But not everyone did that, and so it split the field up, and yeah, that when they had to pit, I was just able to get by the traffic quicker than Joey and Banjo and them, and I was able to pull away to a comfortable win, just stressing, just pretty much just stressing the whole time if there would be a safety car or not, but there wasn't, thankfully, and yeah, it was good race.
So you cut into the championship league and I need a couple more good weeks in order to keep up the fight going into Mexico and Brazil. So how are you feeling about the last 2 races of the season and your chances as a whole?
If at Mexico, I just hope it doesn't go the way it did last time we were there. That was kind of just,
yeah.
I would go the same way.
just shut up, bro. Like, just let me do my interview. So honestly, I'm just hoping for rain races the next 2 weeks. I think that's gonna be my best shot to be able to cut into Cole's lead based off of how the sprint went today. But if it doesn't, I'm gonna do my best to just drive my races, and hopefully Cole falls behind, tries to kill someone, push them off track, and gets a penalty or something like that, and then yeah, then we'll be chilling. But I'm confident.
All right. Well, Slurpee, you handled business tonight. Got the win in the Slurp and then in the race. Got in the sprint and in the race. So congratulations on a 2-win night, and good luck to you in Mexico and Brazil.
Thanks, gang.
All right, and with that, we're gonna be signing off from a near 2-hour stream. Thanks, guys, for watching. We get a peak of 9 viewers tonight, which is pretty awesome.
Even
So
count
thanks
that
everyone that tuned in. Yeah, crazy, right? But thanks, guys, for watching, and we head to Mexico next week with just 2 races left in the season.